So I'm joined here with Jon Rogers, aka Big Grant Holt. A fantastic win out there today, mate, wasn't it?
It was great fun, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was proper
yeah.
stuff, exhibition football at some points. And the second half was a bit slow, obviously, but yeah, great first half. Blackpool are absolutely dreadful. They're going down, as you can clear there. That's one of the worst teams I've seen come to Carrow for a very long time.
I mean, we all follow you on Twitter. We know that you do like to make a joke and things. Last week, you were sort of taking fans to pieces if they were booing. Now, I put a video out a few weeks back saying that I did boo at the end of that Brentford game. What do you make of it? I mean, there wasn't any today, no need. But do you think on the one-off, if the results aren't going our way, booing's all right? It's a question I wanted to ask you.
I personally don't think it is.
Okay.
Only because it's not as if you need to tell the players that they've had a bad game or it's a bad result. I'm sure they know it. The management know it. The whole club knows it. So I don't see any positive side of just going woo for no reason. Get on top of the opposition. Get on top of the referee. They're the sort of people you need to be focused on to get. That's what home advantage is, to kind of help.
Do you not think, though, that sometimes that the players do need, if you keep supporting, keep cheering, do you think that sometimes they might settle for averageness? We've seen some of our performances this season have been very mediocre. Do you think sometimes they need a bit of a kick up the arse to get going?
Yeah, but you can do that in a different way. You can get out on the ball City kicked out, and I promise you, I don't see anything positive coming out of booing. Yeah. We want to get people to play more confident. You want the team and the play to get better. Booing doesn't do it, I don't think. Sometimes there are points where you can just say, where the football is not good enough, but get the crowd up. I mean, we can be the 12th man. That's the whole point of us being there. We're supporters. We should support.
Also, I want to talk to you about your article midweek. It went down very, very well. Very nice article. What sort of made you write that? I know it was all sort of spurred on by Clark Carlisle, but what made you write it? Sort of putting it in your perspective of how you've suffered with sort of depression at times.
Well, that day was Time for Talk. It was like a little campaign for depression. People don't talk about mental health. It's an issue. It's never been an issue to me. 95% of the time, I'm a really happy chap, and I'm a positive person. But I talked about in my article about some things like my creative block kind of gets going. I mean, when you're writing, when your stuff is coming out. I mean, if it's not working, it's very difficult to produce stuff, and that's when I'm at my happiest. And when I can't produce, I'm not very happy. So it goes a little vicious circle. But apart from that, I mean, it's good to just kind of get the conversation flowing. It's not a bad thing. There's a lot of people suffer from it. And there's a lot of people that know people suffer from it, so it's a good thing to talk about. Yeah,
let's move that on to sort of that. Let's stay on that point, but move it on to Norwich. Do you think that sometimes players, we forget about, they're still humans at the end of the day, and they have brains exactly like us? Do you think they get down when we sort of lose games, or do you think they're always sort of looking ahead to the next game and wanting to win?
Well, a really good point in that is Stephen Whittaker. I mean, when he was in midfield, he was the only player that we had could go on. I mean, Conor McGrandles could have gone in there, but he's a bit too young. But booing him and screaming all the negative thing, it's not going to help him. It's not if every time you touch the ball, it's like get off. I mean, how is that going to increase his play or make him play better or give him confidence? He's a confidence player. Today he had a great game. He was knocking it. He was going around people. He was defending well. He went forward. He set up a couple of goals, I think. I mean, he's had a great game, and I just think it's a positive. I've always had a positive outlook on life, and if we as supporters can give a positive direction towards the players, I think it's just a positive thing all round.
Well, we'll link all of your work in the YouTube description. Go and check it out. Some fantastic work at the moment. Also, the Alex Neil song. Brilliant stuff. Cheers, mate.
You're very welcome.